Hello, and this is Sir Alexander with yet another battle report for the RPG.net tournament. This is between IceShadow, who is in the 12 o'clock position as the red Zerg, and SmaLL, which is the yellow Protoss in the 6 o'clock position. These are their forum usernames and their Starcraft usernames, so this is very handy. I do have to make an apology. I was already casting this one when a problem came up and I had to cancel the cast midway through. So I'm going to speed this up because nothing too exciting happens for the first little while. This is a shorter game. I didn't actually see who wins, but judging by what was happening at the time, I could make a good guess. So I'm just going to speed through this. It was really standard. Both of these players are doing some very standard stuff. So spawning pool going up at 14 pool there. Gateway, pylon. Same stuff that you'll see pretty much in every game. Little Zerg and pro banter going back there. He did put up a cybernetic score immediately before he got that Zealot out. So the Zealot is just now coming out, and here comes a drone. Goes and he takes that first expansion. So right now he does have a cybernetic score. It is chrono boosting warp gate, so he's probably going to go for a 4 gate, which I mean, I already know what he does. It really spoils the cast because I saw it and I missed it. So there it goes. Yeah, you see all that gore. The Stalker was standing on it. So here's a gateway. Here's another gateway. Another gateway should probably go up soon. There goes a pylon. So we got some Zerglings sitting here. Not much, no tech going up. He's just macroing up right now. IceShadow. He is getting a Roach Warren. And a hatchery. So actually, never mind. He is teching. Anyways, so we do have all 4. Okay, now I'm about to where I was cut off. We do have 3 gateways go up, I think. I think that's 3 gates. Yeah, 3 gateways and a 4th one being put up. And these Stalkers are pushing in here. Nothing too exciting. These Zerglings are going to come out, but this is going to be a total mop-up by SmaLL. IceShadow is really going to lose this game badly, as these Stalkers will be continued to be warped in here. And he's got so many Stalkers that all of these Zerglings are going to be owned. Zerglings are really the best counter against Stalkers. Ooh, those whatchamacallits are really going to help in that fight, but he doesn't actually take down a single Stalker. Gets so close on several, but a little bit of a missed micro out over all the Stalkers, so he didn't actually take down any, which means his main base is about to get owned. These guys are going to come out. They do have a... Actually, these guys both have... these guys are good against armor, but Stalkers are better against armor. Well, actually, Stalkers do 14 damage against armor, and Roaches do 16 against armor. Well, these guys have 160. These guys have 1 armored, and I believe that the Roaches have armor as well. And IceShadow says that makes game. So he calls the GG. Aspire was up. What could have won this game is if he hadn't have expanded here and gone to Roaches faster, or if he would have taken down this... Well, actually, that proxy pylon wouldn't have saved him. If he wouldn't have expanded and built more Roaches, then he probably would have been able to fend off this assault. But really, I can't blame IceShadow at all for losing, because there was no possible way to tell that he was 4-gating unless he would have sacrificed an Overlord. And this is where the real problem right here. This is exactly why IceShadow lost. All these Overlords at low health, wow, is because he didn't run an Overlord in there. If he would have run an Overlord in there, he would have seen the 4-gate or 3-gate, he would have seen the warp gates, would have known what was coming, and wouldn't have expanded, could have canceled that expansion and got Roaches. Starcraft 2 is so much about scouting. He should have had an Overlord stationed right here, and what you do, it's only 100 crystals. That's way less than what the Terrans have to pay for a scan. Periodically, just run that Overlord in there. You might lose him, you might get him out, especially if you have the Overlord speed movement, but you want to see what's going on inside the base. He would have seen this triple warp gate, and also, I mean, really, I can't blame him for not spotting this pylon, because, I mean, it could have been there, it could have been here, it could have been here, it could have been right there, it could have been, the Spire was a bad choice, but honestly, like I said, I can't blame IceShadow because he couldn't have known that the 4-gate was coming. If I had his amount of scouting, I definitely would have expanded and put a Spire up too. So the real problem here is the scouting. He really needed to have scouted this. If he would have scouted this, especially if you see, let me tell you, if you see a chrono boost going down on a cybernetic score, you can pretty much assume that it's going to be a 4-gate, because they're trying to get that gate technology out really fast. If you see a chrono boost going down, go for Roaches or Yeah, I'd say go for roaches, especially if you can get that tunneling claws thing done. If you can get to a lair, hydras are also pretty good. I think roaches are better against these guys though. Anyways, so that's that. GG, and hope you'll join me again for game two. This was game one, so SmaLL won the game. IceShadow will pick the next one, and we will see game two between these two players. Thank you very much, and I hope you'll join me again.